Hi everyone, welcome to eSimulation. Today we are going to discuss incremental conductance MPPT using boost and choke DC to DC converter. So what in this video? Working up incremental conductance. Then we will discuss incremental conductance algorithm with DC to DC converter, and then we will do MATLAB simulation. So let's get started. So this is the actual VI characteristic of PV panel or solar panel. You can see this is a VI characteristic dotted one. This is for the current and this is for the voltage. This X is for the current, this X is for the voltage, and this is VI curve. If we plot the curve between terminal voltage of the PV panel versus output power of the PV panel, you will find this characteristic. You can see that power is increasing from 0 to maximum and from maximum to 0. So in between there is a one point where we will get the maximum power. First, maximum power extracted from the PV panel. So as we know that if it is some function and we want to find the maximum value of that function, we will differentiate it, and when slope equal to 0, that point is called maximum point. So same thing we will do here, means we will differentiate this function and we can see that the change in power with respect to voltage is equal to 0 at this point. Whereas if we find the slope, means differentiation, we can see change in power with respect to voltage is positive, means power is increasing as we increase the voltage. Whereas after the maximum point, the change in power is decreases with the increasing voltage. So this point is called as MPPT point, means when slope is equal to 0. So let's find how we can find this point VPV. So this is the voltage, means voltage and current multiplication is power extracted from the PV, means I multiply by V. If we differentiate with respect to voltage, because we are varying the voltage, so we will get this equation. Since differentiation with respect to voltage equal to 1, answer di by dv. This is partial differentiation. Now if we put the dp by dv equal to 0, means at the point of MPPT point, we will get this equation. So means di by dv is equal to minus I by v. You can see that I by v is equal to conductance of the PV panel, whereas di by dv is equal to incremental conductance of that power at particular point. So for the MPPT, incremental conductance is equal to panel conductance. Incremental conductance is equal to panel conductance. Ignore this negative sign. If we see the absolute value, di by dv is equal to I by v, panel conductance. So this at this point we will get the maximum point power. So let's see how working of incremental conductance. So since as we discussed, dp by dv is equal to I plus v into di by dv. So in this equation you can see that whatever changes observed in dv by dv is equal to the change in di by dv. So di by dv is responsible for the dp by dv. So dp by dv is equal to is greater than 0. It means di by dv is greater than minus I by v. Means if we see put greater than 0, if we solve this equation, we will get di by dv greater than minus I by v. Since dp by dv is greater than 0, means our point lie between here. So slope is positive. So what we want to do? We want to increase the voltage till here, this point. So we will increase the voltage. But if dp by dv is less than 0, means di by dv is less than minus I by v. So we want to decrease the voltage because we want point here, not here and not here. So if point lies in here, dp by dv is greater than 0, we will increase the voltage, and dp by dv less than 0, we will decrease the voltage. So that is the main concept behind the incremental conductance. Because irrespective of any converter, means maybe buck converter, boost converter, or Cooke converter, we always increase the voltage and decrease the voltage with respect to dp by dv and dv by dv. And other case is that if our current is increasing, how current will increase? When irradiance increases, because as I discussed previously, that this is the IV characteristic of the PV panel. So if irradiance increases, the current will increase. So irradiance has strong function of current. So now if in current increases, current if irradiance increases, current will start increasing. So what happen if, let's say, if our point is here, now current is increasing. So what happen, we want to shift point here. So what we will do, we will increase the voltage. Whereas let's say if our point, operating point is here, and irradiance decreases or current decreases, so we want to shift maximum point here. So what we will do, we will decrease the voltage. So we will decrease the voltage. So this is the main concept, and these are the two concept behind the incremental conductance. So let's see the flow chart. So it's simple to evaluate it. So let's see, first we will, what we do, we will measure the current and voltage of the PV panel, means terminal voltage and terminal current of the PV panel. Then we will find the dV and di, means Vk by Vk minus 1, Ik Ik minus 1. It's what is mean k? K is equal to kth sample, and then k minus 1 is equal to previous sample. So we will find dV and we will find dy, di. Then we will check if dV is equal to 0. Yes, dV equal to 0, means there is no change in voltage. Then we will check whether di equal to 0. If di equal to 0, so that's fine. Now we are at MPPT point. So we will take update k minus 1 is equal to Vk and Ik minus 1 is equal to Ik, means previous sample is equal to current sample. But if di by d equal to 0 and di is not equal to 0, means our current is increasing or decreasing. As I may explain below, means di, if current is not equal to 0, it means changing current is not equal to 0, either we will increase the voltage or we will decrease the voltage according to the di. So if di is greater than 0, yes, di is greater than 0, we will increase the voltage, and if di is not greater than 0, means less than 0, we will decrease the voltage. Now let's say dV is not equal to 0. So what we will check, we will see di by dV is equal to minus I by V. If it is that, then what we will do, we will not change anything, and we will update the previous sample with next sample. Then, but if di by dV is not equal to minus I by V, what we will do, we will check, is it greater than 0, means greater than minus I by V. Yes, it is greater than minus I by V, so we will increase the voltage, and if not, then we will decrease the voltage, and again we will update the previous sample with next sample. That's how incremental conductance work. So now what we will do, we will implement incremental conductance with DC to DC converter. So this is our solar panel. This is DC to DC. It may be buck boost or Q converter, anything. This is output voltage. So what we will do, we will implement MPPT algorithm, and we will generate the PWM, and that generated PWM, we will feed to the DC to DC converter switch, and then by operating duty cycle, we will extract the maximum power from solar panel. So let's start the simulation. I have already placed all the components in MATLAB Simulink model. You can see this is a boost converter and this is incremental conductance. I will explain each parameter one by one. So let me explain first boost converter. So this is a basic boost converter circuit. This is inductor, switch, capacitor, resistance. So you can see the value of resistance is 50 ohm, whereas the capacitor value is equal to 100 microfarad. This is a diode, and then this is inductor. Then this is MOSFET switch, and this is go to block, means speed go to block. I will explain it's working. Don't worry about it. And this is the solar panel. You can search it from here. Means here, what you can do, you can type solar, and you can get this PV array. This is solar panel having capacity of 250 watt. If you want to see the plot of the solar panel, means PV plot of the solar panel, you can just go here, you can see this is the PV characteristic at 25 degree and 45 degree. So you can see at 25 degree the maximum power of the PV panel is 250 watt, whereas for the 45 degree you can see the maximum power is equal to 220 watt. Since we are using 25 degree, so maximum power we can extract from the PV panel is equal to 250 watt. So this is the incremental conductance algorithm. This is actually MATLAB function block. You can see here that here MATLAB function. Okay, you can take this block. So how it's work? See, input voltage is voltage of the PV panel and current output of the PV. Then we will take minimum step size of duty cycle is equal to del. Del 0 is equal to starting the duty cycle equal to 0, d minimum 0 and d maximum 1. Means minimum duty cycle equal to 0, maximum duty cycle equal to 1. Persistence means it stores the value of voltage, duty cycle and current. Then this is just a basic format of means to check whether it is 0 or not. And then we will find dv and di. dv is equal to vpv minus v volt, means instantaneous voltage minus previous voltage, whereas the di is equal to instant current minus previous current. Then as I explained in that section where I have explained flow chart of the incremental conductor. So same thing is here, means first we will check dv whether dv equal to 0, then di equal to 0. If both are 0, then d is equal to previous one. Or if di greater than 0, we will decrease the duty cycle, means we will increase the voltage and decrease the voltage, and same for the decreasing the voltage. If di equal to means incremental conductance is equal to conductance of the PV panel, then we will keep previous duty cycle. Or according to di by dv is if greater than minus IPV by VPV, we will decrease duty cycle, means decrease the voltage or increase the voltage. So this is the working of the incremental conductor algorithm. What its output? Its output is a duty cycle d. So as you can see, this is output of duty cycle. So we will limit duty cycle to 0 to 1. Then we will compare it with repeated sequence having frequency is equal to 5 kilohertz. Is repeated sequence is nothing but just a triangular or sawtooth wave, and we will compare it with relational operator, means if the duty cycle greater than this one, it will generate the one or pulse, and this pulse will go to the switch. So you can see that instead of connecting directly, I used go to and from block. This is go to and this is from block. You can give any name. I have given here PW, you can give anything. So this is the working of boost converter, and then MPV is equal to just the measurement port of the PV panel. You can see for measurement, this is the bus selector, where by using bus selector you can find which parameter you want to extract. I choose voltage and current of the PV panel. This is voltage and current of PV panel, which is given to the MPPT algorithm VPV. So let's run the circuit. So till circuit is running, let me explain this circuit also. This VPU and IPU, if you multiply this one, we will get the power generated by the solar panel, maximum power generated by the solar panel. This is the average block. You can see mean block. I took the frequency of 5 kilohertz. Then this is just for 250 volt to compare that. As I explained before, that the maximum voltage generated by the PV panel will be 250 watt. So what I did, I compared with 250 watt with whatever the actual power generated by the PV panel. So I given to the this scope. So almost you can see that power is nearly equal to the 250 watts. So we can see that the we are able to extract the maximum power through the PV panel using MPPT algorithm. So I can show you the power of the PV panel. So so you can see this is the actual, means ideal power extracted by the PV, but this is a practical one. So you can see the almost we are able to extract the maximum power through the PV panel. So that is the working of the incremental conductor using boost converter. So if you want to see the incremental conductors working with tube converter, you can watch my next video. I will give the description of this video. So that's all for today, guys. If you have any query, you can comment below. Till then, bye bye.